Alright, on this quick demo I will show you the new product from Google called NotebookLM. It's basically a large language model based on several sources that you can put inside their own product. And it's promising security and confidentiality of the data, of course, but what is really interesting is it's enabling what I was describing with the previous demo. So I will try to create a new notebook. I will name it video games like Mario analysis and build. Um, I will add some content about books about video games, so you can understand the history of video games, some information about designing it, uh, coding it also, coding the game, and a complete history of video games. So I will upload the document that I already gathered, as well as I will add information directly from another type of sources, because I can use a Google Drive, I can use a PDF file, I can use text file, copy text, or website. It's already providing me with information. For example, by uploading understanding video games, it's providing me with a summary of the and some suggested questions, so I can what game studies I can be focusing on in order to develop game and to analyze that. What are the major economical major economic and technological shifts. So it's really about understanding the video games, and after that getting through information about specific video games. So as I said, I can add a drive, a PDF file, text file. I can also provide some compiled text, but also a website. In my case, I will pass I will look at Wikipedia. So the first Wikipedia link that I'm providing is Sonic the Hedgehog, just to give a context and try some things there. I will also add another source, which is of course the Mario franchise Wikipedia page. I will also add a link to another website with the list of the best-selling video games ever. So if I'm going there, by the way, I can get there and I will see the statistics about the list and the statistics about the selling. So I can see that the Minecraft is really definitely on top of everything, like the GTA game, as well as Tetris. So there is like a lots of different I would say games listed here, and I really want to have that in order to see the impact of those games. That's it. It's already implementing and analyzing everything that I provided. So you can see that this one was not returning any sources, mainly because I think that the PDF that was providing was not indexable by the system. But anyway, it's an experimental project. So we can start by trying to just say, okay, what are the top 3 game franchise ever? We'll see a case from that. Once again, it's relying on what I provided. So if I'm going in the view chat, so it says that the main franchise is Mario, definitely Mario and Tetris and Sonic. I would doubt that actually, but anyway, it's the reputation, and it's considered one of the best-selling video game franchise. So we'll see other things like that, but it's really interesting to see that the answer already providing me with the right information, and I can dig into, for example, this one. I can go and say, okay, it's related to the source one, and source one is one of the source here that I provided. It's mainly it's an extract, I think, from the Wikipedia page. So it's saying that the Mario franchise is one of the best selling and etc. So I can dig into the multiple sources that I provided to get the information. So what is really interesting after that is also the possibility to combine information from multiple sources, as it says, as it's displayed there, but I can get there as well. So how has the video game industry evolved over time, for how it has evolved, and which game has shaped the game industry the most? So basically I want to get the information about what were the game changing in terms of video games. So we'll see what it can generate from the different sources that I provided. Once again, it's just an experimental project, so we'll see how it behaves. It says that the video game went from the arcade games, mainly from the Pioneer at Atari, and then it went to the game console with the iconic Nintendo, and Sega as well. It's joined the game. So basically, for the 90s, the late 90s, the earlier 90s years, it was mainly Atari first, and the battle, I would say, or the friendly battle between Nintendo and Sega, or not so friendly at the time, but and then it came with the development of that in parallel, especially with the PC, and we'll see how it goes from the perspective. So it's it's a list of different games. Okay, I will try to say, could you go up to the 2000 to see if you can extend the timeline to cover. Oh, okay, it doesn't provide any sources, but I saw that the list of best-selling game was quite clear, but anyway, it was a test. What is also interesting is I would try to say, okay, can you tell me how is it to, how will you buy, or will you build a game from like Mario on the latest console? It would get through the different books that I've got and that I provided inside the notebooks and the sources, and it tried to generate a specific content from the large language model. So it's building a large Mario game. Okay, it's about innovation and technological advancements, of course. So it's mainly about challenging for the platform, compelling gameplay and level design, and strong character and story. So it's more about philosophical thing about developing a game. But if I wanted to dig into, okay, I want to have some sample about the gameplay mechanics and the level design. Can you provide me with the sample or good sources, or we'll see how it goes. So I'm asking, provide me with samples to elaborate and work on the gameplay mechanics and the level design, and it should provide me with the right answers from the books, so it's avoiding me to get through all the books, and it will say, okay, gameplay mechanic as verbs, it should provide with the shooting, and it's defining the terms of the gameplay mechanics. Iterative design and testing is more about methodology. Balancing challenge and difficulty is more about I would say the design, but of course it's related to the gameplay mechanics. And about the design itself, level areas, it's level design and storytelling. And I want to get into that after. Importance of iteration and feedback. Once again, iterative feedback, it's a way to be agile or to be more adapted to your players, and using level design to guide the players. It's really about giving some hints and an easy way to get through the game. So without doing anything, the large language model can get me to get some really precise information. I would ask, what book should I read to start designing a level for my new game, which is looking like a Mario game. Or maybe it won't find me any books, but it might. It doesn't seem like any books, but it's rating to level up the guide, the great video game design, and it's saying that there is a books forwards. Okay. Do you have a chapter explaining level design in your in the sources? So it's getting through. So it says that at the level 9 of the level up, it's a level design, and it says you need to name your level, you design the world map, set goals and objectives to your levels, and build the charts and organizational tools. So yeah, okay, so it's say how do you plan to get through the stages of the level, and of course relying on the different gameplay that you were already using in the game. And yeah, it's really about understanding and designing that. All right, so basically it can really help you, whether it's in games like real or like now, or it can even analyze a large part of any document that you're providing, and it creates summary, and it can really help you to design or to create or to write a book, or write an article online, or writing a blog entry or magazine article or whatever. So it's really about helping you collaborating on a notebook, because of course I can share it with my friend or my collaborators, and it's really about leveraging it's a large language model on top of selected sources, so it doesn't hallucinate a lot, and it prefers to say no, I don't know about things because I didn't have the sources, rather than just exploring things that are not real. So of course it's still an experimental project, so it will evolve. Of course as well, it's relying on ChatGPT, so it will also it might provide inaccuracy, but it's really, I think, a game changing in the industry to really help you leveraging AI in a good way.